Okay. I think it's working. I think it's working. I think... I think it might be because I'm trying to use Wi-Fi and the interwebs. So I'm trying to use too much. Oh man. So I'm trying to go live on YouTube right now. So I don't think it's really working. It's kind of choppy still. Trying to get it working. I think my major problem is I'm trying to use the Wi-Fi as well as the internet, and it's just not coming out very well. So my internet connection is really bad because I'm in New Hampshire. That is mostly why. So maybe you're having better luck. I kind of see that it's working on YouTube, but it still looks choppy to me. So maybe you're having better luck with that. Hello, Jack. Welcome. Hey, everybody. So I was trying to go live on YouTube, but it's proving to be more difficult than I thought it would be. It just keeps loading and not loading. Man, technology. I'm just not with it. This is why I like photography, you know? Hi. So we'll see about the YouTube thing. I think it's because I'm trying to screenshot the live chat into OBS, and I think that's really what the problem is with that. But anyway, if I can't do it there, I can at least do it on Instagram to say hi and pink meeples! Yeah, so the pink meeples in the back are soap and I think a start player marker. So most of it is soap. But this guy is a start player marker. I'm not sure if anybody in the chat, or if anybody on YouTube is having any luck with this video. It's so sad. I had such big hopes and dreams for my Hodge-Podge of gaming. Episode 1. Why would it all come crashing down? Why, oh why? Wonder if I got rid of that chat screen. If that would help. Just say, get rid of that. Display capture. Maybe that will help. Maybe if I got rid of that live chat feed, but that would be that's like the cool part. Like you can go back and watch it really. Why? What's wrong with my game stored vertically? It looks pretty. Why? Yeah, things can kind of get messy. Oh man, you will really not like my Dominion, because look at that. Down there. That when that falls over, that's a problem. Because then all the cards go everywhere. And yeah, not good. They ain't books. Well, it's easier to get one off of the shelf if they are vertical. Because, the one that I want, if they're not vertical, is always at the bottom, and then everything kind of falls, and then it's awkward. It's awkward. This is my rant, I suppose. It's way easier to get them out. So, and it looks nicer. Yeah, you definitely don't want the box bow. How many games? Oh my god, I have so many games. I have 650, I think? It's a lot. I have a lot of games. I think I have like 170 for sale. So, I really like games when they first come out, and then I play them four times, and I'm like, yeah, this is not happening. Or I do a lot of math trades. Does anybody else do math trades? Is this your first game? My first game? So the game that got me into the hobby is Arkham Horror, strangely enough. I don't play it anymore. I used to own it. I no longer own it. then I like hated co-ops for the longest time. But now I like co-ops a little bit better. I'm getting back into the co-op mode. Oh, yours was Coop? Oh, man. I rated that a 1. Sorry. I think the biggest problem I had with Coop was I was out before it was even my turn. So I don't know how. Maybe we played wrong. I don't think we played wrong, but I somehow was out before my first turn, and that did not leave a good mark for me. Yeah. I got thumbs up for that. My match rate failed because someone broke the chain. Oh, that stinks. I hate that. That happened also with me. And then every time that happens, they do a rematch trade, and then I end up losing the one thing I wanted. You know, it's like, what? I mean, yeah, you want the other things, but not as much as that one thing. Yeah, I'm just poker lovers love coup. I don't really. I mean, I can't play poker because I can't lie. That's probably why I don't like coup. It's because I can't lie. This is why like social deduction games are really bad because I just can't lie. Like, yeah, I'm the bad guy. Hey. Yeah, so Steph's Hodge-Podge of Gaming episode 1 was a failure for those just joining. It's still technically going live on YouTube, but I think it's not really going live. So. Oh, I'm sure coup could be fun with actors, because they can be in character. So, I got this new game, Count Leary, the new Hisashi Heihachi game. I honestly don't know anything about it. I was just opening it. But it has really cute birds. Like, really cute. I don't think there's English rules. Oh, it came on the back of the box. So I did have them. Social deduction games probably are my least favorite. But some of them can be fast, so when a game is fast, I usually end up trying it, and I really like trying lots and lots of games. Oh my god, he's so cute! I am playing Charterstone at the moment. We just finished game 6, and I think I have, like, I've won half of them, and I think Derek's won the other half. Oh my god, look how cute. Oh, so cute. So cute. For the video on my sad YouTube channel. This is a red card. No spoilers. I won't talk about spoilers, but I am having a great time with Charterstone. I am actually really enjoying it, and I would recommend it for I mean, it's a cube pusher. But if you have Jamie's special box, then they're pretty cubes. I have no idea what kind of game this is. I'm guessing it's a sort of trick taker or set collection game. I really don't know much about it other than I had to have it for the art. So hopefully I can get that played this weekend. And that one. So it's like I'm kind of doing an unboxing of this game, but I'm kind of also talking about Charterstone at the same time for those who just joined. Because why not, right? The other game that I really need to play is Lucidity. Again, it's another game I don't know much about. I could try it solo, so I guess I could have done that tonight instead of talk about games, but I am so not a solo gamer. I would do it for like a live stream kind of event, but I would rather just play games with people. But I'm sure there's tons of solo gamers out there. Does anybody else play games solo? I think I lost a lot of people, so I'm not that cool anymore. But the other games that I got, Japanese, Era of Voyage, the dice game, I guess. So I'm hoping it plays like Era of Voyage. Era of Voyage, Keyflower? Oh no, Keyflower's on Ron's shelf. He took it from me. It's in the other room. The one back here is Keeper. Have you tried that one? Keeper? No? PC games are also fun. Have you played Civ? I haven't, but I love the board games, so I should probably try the PC. Oh, I did do Terraforming Mars solo. I lost so hard when I tried that. It was good to try, though, for sure. I agree that solo can be really good if you're teaching a game the next day or in a few days. If there is a solo mode, that is a really good way. You could definitely learn the game that way. So we're just talking about games. I got in a lot of games. I got some Japanese games in, and I can't wait to play because I like Japanese games. I also got Little Town Builders. Little Town Builders. The 5 best new games. What, this year? I did learn 23 new games this year so far. The 5 best. I don't know if I have a 5 best. I loved Castell, or Castell as people might call it. That's a new one that I can't stop talking about and playing it. You're kind of doing actions to collect troops so you can go perform in the cities. Oh, in the last few years? Let's see. I loved Dinosaur Island last year. That was my favorite of the year. The year before that was definitely Feast for Odin. That's in my top 10. I love Feast for Odin. I'm kind of cult of the new. So I go to Essen and I go to Gen Con and I pick up all the games because I'm addicted. So my top 5 games are Gingopolis, Caverna, Fields of Arle, Tishu, and what's the other one? Brain fart. Can't remember. I have it listed. I do. Let's see. I have my top 10 on my BGG page. I don't know why I can't remember right now. Where is it? Gingopolis, Fields of Arle, Caverna, 7 Wonders. Oh, 7 Wonders. I can never remember because I never get to play it. I used to play it all the time, back to back to back to back to back, and now I never get to play it. What is up with that? Yeah, it's mostly Uwe Rosenberg. Yeah, he is my all-time fave. So, yeah, he has 3 titles in my top 10. So, yeah. Odin, Caverna, Arle. I am definitely a Eurogamer. I think I got my Uwe shelf over there. It's up there. I also have more. Ron also stole a lot of my games. So, yeah, what a jerk. Brain fart. What would be the mechanics? It would have to have a squeaky toy of some sort. So, does anybody else have favorite games that I can comment on besides Coup? Why was Coup the first thing mentioned, right? Agricola. Okay, so my experience with Agricola was terrible. I just, let's see if I can go like this. I just had a terrible experience. We played 5 players. Everybody knew what they were doing except me. And this was like maybe 4 years ago. So I wasn't like, in tune with games as I am now. But, so I didn't go back to it. I should probably play Agricola again. People have told me I should play Agricola again. So, I got dealt really bad cards. I don't remember if I did drafting, but people told me I should do drafting. I don't really remember Agricola so much. You're a board gamer. So, other things. I just got Automania. I haven't played Automania. I got it in a trade because, well, it looked interesting. It looked like something I should try. People are correct. That I should play again? Yeah, I should play again. I haven't played Mo. It mows, really? That's weird. Hard to pick favorites. Terraform Mars. Everybody just loves Terraform Mars. Loves it. It gets played here like every weekend. All the time. I will play. I just find it really long. So I would rather it be a little bit faster. I think I've probably played it a dozen times as well. Gaia Project, I just learned it last week. I just reviewed it on my blog. But basically, if you like terraforming, if you like Terra Mystica, you're going to like Gaia Project. I think I even like it better than Terra Mystica, which I didn't think they could do it with the space theme because I'm not totally into space. But they did with the technology boost, so that was, with that track, they did a really good job with that. I think that was really well developed. And that they did make Terra Mystica better. It's crazy. See ya, Eugene. Other things I've been playing. Got to play Tishu the other day. I love Tishu. It's hard. It's a hard game to teach unless people know how to play regular cards. But I have a group that really likes Tishu, so I get to play fairly often, which is great because it's in my top 5. For those who just joined, I just kind of went over my top 5 games, which are Gengopolis, Fields of Arl, Caverna, Seven Wonders, and Tishu. I really love Tishu, but I really love all the other games a little bit more. So the crazy thing about Seven Wonders is just that I never get to play. I used to play, I think I've probably played 700 games of it, and I don't get to play anymore. Yay, Gig! Oh, Gig! It's my fave! I wish everybody loved it. They really do need to make a reprint. I think I've had maybe 15 people ask me for a copy, and I'm like, I don't have it. I wish I could just make it up out of nowhere. So, Seven Wonders versus Duel. Well, you know I love Seven Wonders, so that it's in my top 5. Seven Wonders Duel is rated like 7 out of 10. And the more that I play it, the more I really don't like it. Seven Wonders Duel, that is. So, why? Is because Ron and I think too much alike, perhaps, and it's always a race, and we never end where we score. Isn't that crazy? So, I think out of, like, the 15 games that we've played, we've scored once. And so, other people have played my copy of the game, and there's more score sheets from other people than there are from me and Ron. So, it's like, what? I just don't get it. So weird. So I would always go with Seven Wonders. There's something just so awesome about it. I really like drafting. And you could tell because, Gingopolis is drafting. It's also tiling, which is awesome. Everything about Gingopolis is perfect. It's the perfect game, and if you haven't played it, you should play it. Well, if you're a Eurogamer. If you're not a Eurogamer, then, well, maybe you won't like it. Can't promise everything. Seven Wonders, ideal? 5. 5, I think, is the best. It depends on who's playing. If everybody knows the game, I'm happy to play it with seven people. It can go super fast. See you later, Kent. Maybe at TotalCon coming up. I got a lot of cons this year. Oh, I got so many cons. It's going to be amazing. The first one is TotalCon coming up in February. It's in Massachusetts, for those who don't know. So the thing with TotalCon is a little weird. Colin, hello. So TotalCon's a little weird in that they have a lot of different sections. So there's like the war gamers and the train gamers, and they have all their areas. And the board games are kind of like, it's been growing over the last several years, so it's gotten better, but it's still, their library is not so great. But there's also this other cool con coming up in March, my birthday weekend. Yes! Called Granite Games Summit, and that's right in my backyard in Nashua, and that's just all board games. It's no, war gaming or role playing or trains. I mean, I guess you could always set something up if you wanted to, but so TotalCon is more geared towards all the diverse crowds that you would find in a normal geeky convention. So TotalCon has its good and bad. So they don't have really a gaming library. And you could sign up for events, but you have to pay for the events. Where I just like to open game. I don't really like to do event gaming because I like to schedule my time however I want. I don't want to plan ahead because if I know something's happening at 4 o'clock, then it's 3 o'clock. Well, I don't really want to get, I like just to see what happens. Yeah, it's fun. Well, I love conventions. Who doesn't like conventions? If you haven't been to a convention, you have to go to a convention. There's got to be a local convention for everybody. I might not recommend Gen Con as your first one, but, I did it. It was my first con, 2011, I think it was, Gen Con, and, I've gone ever since. Like, addicted! Super addicted! And then 2015, I'm like, let's try Essen. Oh, okay. I'll get addicted to that too. Yeah, I think I took home like 60 games or something from Essen this year. It was pretty impressive. How many games? PAX Unplugged. Yes, I was just at PAX Unplugged, and that was a good time. It's funny. So, it depends on how much you're into games, because I'm like super into games. I want to play the hotness. I want to learn everything, So what's weird is that PAX Unplugged was really cool because it brought in all these new faces, new gamers, and they don't really know left from right, so they're just picking up all Bonanza and everything in the PAX Unplugged library, which is pretty much outdated, but there's some good stuff in there too if you look hard. But they also had this hotness set up all over the place. So they had all of the Essen releases pretty much in prototype form, which I thought was a little interesting, but, you know, I guess they took what they could get. But nobody was sitting at these Essen releases. It was so crazy. I'm like, nobody's playing Altiplano right now? Nobody's playing Keeper? What is going on? Is it? Well, you were there, Colin. Did you have a good time? I think you had a good time. I think Cindy got a little sick, but by the end. Oh, yeah. Having a family. I don't plan on having a family. I think I like 2 games too much. Oh. So, I got oh, man. So, one person might have been following on YouTube still. I think it's still going live. It's probably a terrible show. Much better on Instagram. So, yeah, so I really like cons. So I'm going to like so many cons this year. It'll be fun and awesome, I'm sure. It was you. I don't know. Oh my god. What are you all playing tomorrow? I don't even know. I did my one goal for January. My goal for January was to play 100 unique games. So I did that. Now I feel like I have no goal. I just need to learn games, I guess. I set the goal for the year for 300 games to learn. So I did 23 in the first month. I think I can do it. What's Homestar Runner? Isn't that like a website? I don't know what Homestar Runner is. Is that like a gaming website online? Can't remember. Looking into hosting a mini-con in New York City. Oh, when? Can I come? It's an excuse to go to New York City. It's like a 4-hour drive for me, so... Oh. I didn't play Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Am I the one person who hasn't? It's very possible that... very, very possible that I'm probably the only one. Yeah, I did 100 unique games in January. It was fun. I learned 23. I played 125 games total in January, so... Not to buy any games! Oh my god, I would die! God, I buy so many games. I'm not even being dramatic. I think I have 650 games, but I can't not buy games. I could beg publishers to send me games, and maybe that would work, but I'm not sure that would. So... That's going to be a tough goal for you. But you made it through January, maybe. Unless you didn't. In which case, well, try again this month. Do I do anything else? Yeah. I work. I play a lot of games. So, like, it helps having a gaming partner at home all the time. But basically, every Saturday, I'm playing games from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Like... It's nonstop. Who needs food? Nobody needs food. I have the sickness for games. All right, cool. Yeah, then you don't. I mean, play what you have, But I just need the smell of, a new game. Wow, 7 games. I feel like you took 7 games home from PAX Unplugged. Jeremiah. What's the game on top of that pile? Up, top? That one? The Mountaineers? Yes, I'm addicted to playing. I'm addicted to playing games. Collecting just kind of comes with the playing. The only cure is more games! Yes! The pile next to me? Little Town Builders. Is that the one you're talking about? I just got a shipment of Japanese games, so I'm super excited to play them this weekend. I really like Japanese games. 650 without, because the way I keep track on BGG, I keep track by having my expansions listed as pre-orders. Because I just wanted to see. Because one day I got crazy high, and I think I was like at 800 something. I'm like, this is not right. Yes, it looks like King of Frontier because it's the next one. So in this game, I did learn this on Monday. It's awesome. And I'm happy I bought it. I paid $1 zillion for it because it's hard to get Japanese games. It's really, really hard. But, so this game is a map for everybody, and you're placing your workers. You're either going to be placing a building or collecting resources and activating buildings around where you place. So you either place and pay for a building. I know, that was my face. Okay, so for those who don't know what I'm talking about, come with me to my, so this is my, like, Japanese kind of, I've got, like, a ton of, like hard to find Japanese games because my addiction is real. So, the King of Frontier is this one. So, now I really don't have time to play them all. I have a huge pile of shame. Do you really want to see it? King of Frontier, let me talk about King of Frontier for a sec. King of Frontier is a really cool puzzle type game where you're taking action and everybody else gets an action, but you get the special bonus for what action it is. So kind of like Puerto Rico in a way, but much, much faster. You're building up your little town on your player board, trying to connect tiles, much like Carcassonne. I do have the buildings expansion, so it's in the box. I don't know if you can still get that, though. My collection of shame. Oh, man. Alright, let's try. People on YouTube are going to be like, what? So it's really dark in here. Let me turn on a light. No, that was not a light. Alright, so here, let me see if you can see. Right here. It's not all of this. It's just the top 2 shelves. So just the top 2 shelves. Everything else is kind of like on the for sale. The bottom 3 shelves and then like the topmost shelf over there. So that's my shame. I have a lot to learn. A lot of it is I'm back on YouTube. Nobody's watching, so it's fine. What's the fascinate? Well, because they're weird. I like weird games. So, let me talk about this one for a sec. This one, okay. So this one's called Pecunia. This one is just super crazy. There's cannibalism in it. I mean, what? So it's just, and the art is awesome. I do like anime. I don't watch any anime, though I probably should because I know I would like it. But yeah, it's like, look, there's like cute little sheep. And there's cannibalism. What? It's like you hear that and you're like, wait a minute. Let me see what's in this game. So it's so weird. I had to have it, right? And so all these Japanese titles are just weird. And you don't, they're it's not... So, a lot of games coming out these days are just standard cube pusher, worker placement, blah, blah, blah. A lot of Japanese ones are too, but then you find some weird ones that are like, this is awesome. So I like to find the strange. Strange. Joe Huber has converted me into liking strange. They're so cute. And of course, you know, there's sheep. I don't know. I really need to play this game again. It's been a while. So, because Japanese games are so small, they often get overlooked by, you know, the big box games that you see behind me. It's like, it's so sad. And then I often forget how to play them because it's been so long since I played. But this one has a cool, like, card mechanic where you are getting cards and placing them. They have to go in strict order, and you're trying to keep your people alive, but then they get eaten off, or, you know, they die off or something. It's weird. It's weird. Japanese games are weird. So I really like trying them out. I don't like paying $1 zillion for them, but, you know, if so many games. So, like, Colors of Kasane, it is amazing. It's an amazing hand management set collection game that is super hard. And it was my Grail game. And finally, this past Essen, I found it. I found somebody to sell me their copy, and it was like, yes, I got my Grail game. Now what's my new Grail game? I don't have one. I do. I have one. It's right there. But even still, you know, I have so many more. I know. It's funny. It's just so strange. I don't want to eat people, but it's just so funny. So if somebody's like, what's the weirdest theme that you have in a board game? Well, sacrificing to the lamb god, and, you know. It gives me something to talk about. Anyway, just, you know, in general, I really like Japanese games. They're just strange. And stuff you don't normally see. So, like, I played Yokohama before it was, like, crazy. And I loved it then. And it's so awesome. I love Hisashi Heihachi. I love his stuff. So that's why I ended up getting this really cute game. I kind of showed it a little earlier. Count Leary. So I'll have to see what that one's about. Lamb does taste good. I don't think I've ever had lamb. Reminds me of a short story. I think it was called, like, Leg of Lamb or something. That was from, like, middle school. So, I like playing new and unusual games. If I don't play the new and unusual, then who will? I got to report on something, right? But I learned 400 games last year. 400! A lot of games! How many of them did I play once? Well, at least half. I think I played 600 and something different games, so last year, and most of them were one time, I would say. I still ended up playing, like, 20 games 10 times each or something. I don't know. I don't do the 10 by 10. I kind of feel like it's a pressure to play games that I might not want to play at the time. So, 500 this year? Yeah, no. Not happening this year. 300 this year. 300 new games. That's crazy. I know. I'm crazy. I get that a lot. Yeah, so I learned a whole lot of games last year. I really like learning games. I hate reading rules, so I make other people read the rules. How do I like Riverboat? I do. I like it. I actually just played it again this past weekend, and I think I liked it a little bit more the second time. I am super bad at that game. That could be why I like it, because if I do really well in the first time and I think I get it, then I might not like it as much. Or maybe I killed Ron so hard that I do like it. It's hard to say. Yeah, I don't even do a game a day. Even though I average 4 games a day, I don't do a game a day. Again, it's one of those, well, if Ron's out of town, or I would have to play a solo game, which is fine. I just don't like the pressure of it. And I just got Movie Pass. I don't know if you all know what Movie Pass is, but it is amazing. So Movie Pass allows you to see a free movie in the theater every day, every 24 hours. I think I've seen like 10 movies since the beginning of this year. It's $10 a month. It works like a debit card kind of thing. I don't know. If you like movies, this is something you want to look into, because I feel like I'm cheating. And it's wonderful. And I'm not. I don't like to cheat. Some other games. Has anybody played The Colonists? Oh, yeah. It's a really good deal. It's a really, really good deal. The Colonists is one I really want to play this weekend. Maybe Ron will play with me on Sunday, because I have been itching to play this game again. I think I probably played it 13 times last year, and that's a pretty good number considering how long it is. Which releases? The Ravensburger. I'm trying to remember. Were there new releases that I'm forgetting? Probably. Colonist, yeah. So epic. Oh, you gotta play the full. You have to play the full game of Colonists. Just the intro is. I really didn't like it so much. I ended up playing it after I played the full version. I really. The intro version left a bad taste in my mouth. So, with that said, Colonists is in my top 10, so play the full version. Or, if you don't have time, you can always do the, skip so many, stages, and that is so much fun too. So Ron and I did that once where we just skipped the first one and you set it up still, and then you have like credits, so you can buy the buildings you want to, you have so many credits in the forest is 3 credits or something, and you'll get that onto your board. So you can spend all these credits and you customize your board to set up for whatever era you're going to start in, and then you can finish the whole campaign, that way. So that was awesome. We really liked that. Why play the first one? Well, the first era only takes 30 minutes. I mean, it's super fast. It's like boom, 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 boom. And then normally, as the game goes on, then it's, it gets a little longer because you have multiple guys or multiple, colonies to manage, and so. So yeah, if you don't have time for a full, 2-hour per person game of The Colonist, it is 2 hours per person. Ron and I are the fastest, and we still take 3.5 hours to play this game. It can be really long. Patrick Express and Extreme I haven't seen yet. So it seems like something I should see. Carpe Diem. Haven't seen that either. Cave vs. Cave expansion. I won't be getting that because I'm probably going to sell the base game, because I really didn't like Cave vs. Cave. Barren Park expansion I'm interested in. I really should get that one back to the table. It's been far too long since I played that. I wonder if it was just so cult of the new hype. I don't know. I like the play, though. So, Barron Park... Just gotta play it again, I think. I'll probably end up getting the expansion, though. Favorite abstracts? Have you played TAC? It's over there. Maybe am I in the way? Where is it? I thought it was over there. Maybe I moved it. I'm all sorts of off. But TAC I learned last year. Really liked TAC. But my favorite is Cities. Cities is also in my top 10. I think you knew that. Oh, you should play TAC. Just come over and play TAC already. I'm not doing anything. It's only whatever time it is. Who knows? I don't know how long I've been doing this. Have I backed a Kickstarter recently? I think I have, like, maybe 5 pending. Recently, let's see if I can find it. I don't think I have. I didn't do the hate because that just didn't. I'm honestly not a huge Cool Mini or Not fan anyway. Kickstarter.com. Let's see. Backed projects. Sunset Over Water. Cerebria. I can't wait for Cerebria. I got to try that at Gen Con last year. Wow, it just blew me away. Even in prototype form, it was just like, this seems like a really cool game. It's hard because you're working with somebody, so you have to be extra. You should work with somebody who understands your train of thought, because if you don't, then you're just going to be all over the place, and you'll probably lose. If you play with a friend or, you know, somebody else who just gets you, you'll be good. And I really, really am excited for Cerebria. View all. Nope. Can't view all because I'm not logged in. So that's the Kickstarter I'm most excited for. How about you? Did you back anything? There was some other ones going on right now. I was debating on the Scarlet Pimpernel. It looked pretty cool, but I haven't. I don't know much about it. I backed Warehouse 13, the board game. I love that show. Love that show. Oh, it's so good. And I got to play that at Gen Con as well and had a great time. The first game, so we played twice because the first game lasted literally 10 minutes because the betrayer totally just blew up the where. It was funny. It was bad. Oh, yeah. Endeavor. So I have Endeavor right there. So I felt no need to go and back that Kickstarter. Western Legends, I got a preview of at Gen Con, and it looks like a pretty heavy game with lots of paths to victory. I would definitely play it. I know some of my friends will end up getting that, so I know I'll be able to try it. And I know, like, the theme is awesome. Westerns. It's a really cool theme. Boom! Boom what? Are they really that much more fancy, though? It's kind of like the Genties. I have Genties. I don't need the deluxeified TMG version, though, so I'll just let that be. And if people want to bring it over, I will play it. Again, I like to photograph everything, so especially if it's pretty, so if people bring it, I would rather play their version. So Zen Racer in the chat room and Scott, they always paint their minis, and I'm like, yes, we're playing with your copies. Bring your copy. I want to play with your copies. Pretty painted miniatures. Yeah! Genties is a really cool game. I am happy I purchased that one. again, I don't think the deluxe version's gonna, it's not gonna be like Yokohama deluxeified, which is awesome. Well, if you don't have the other version of Genties, of course, I would do it, but it's just like, I have the other version, so it's like, to try and sell that one, it then becomes a pain in the butt. So, I already have 170 games on my for sale list, which is a lot. I should probably get on that and sell those. I'm gonna go to a ton of cons, so hopefully I can start selling a lot. I haven't seen them, no. I mean, I saw the Kickstarter page, so they look, they look good. I just don't know if it's necessarily needed, but then again, is any deluxe needed? My Monday group would say, we hate it. They hate anything nice. They hate anything nice. Welcome, everybody who just joined. So we were just talking about, fancy pieces in games. So the funny thing is, I love Japanese games, but all of their games are, you look at them and they're like, wait, is this a prototype? No, because they're all like handmade and they're all super unique, one of a kind. Probably won't be able to find it later. Nothing is needed, no. So that's why we buy Jamie Stegmar's, treasure chest box and get all the upgraded components just to use anyway. Yeah, so Japanese games are like really minimalistic and, there's something nice about that. But then again, there's also something really nice about, deluxe Yokohama or Orleans. Freaking love Orleans. So I rate Orleans, the base game, like 7. It's good. It's a good game. I like it. But then the co-op came around, and I'm like, I don't know if I like co-op, but I'll try it. It is awesome. I've taught this game to so many people, and it's just, it's my favorite co-op. It's gotta be. Or at least, one of them that I'm, thinking offhand. But it's awesome. I rate that a 9, which is really good. Yes, Top Shelf Gamer components. So they have some like really cool terraforming Mars, like little discs that we got. So those were cool. Again, my friend Scott, his copy is super pimped out. Like you don't even know. You have to go to my blog to look at that. Search Terra Mystica or Terraforming Mars, and last time I wrote my blog or whatever. But it's just his copy is. So, he must have put $500 into it. I don't even know. That's crazy. It's all painted, glorious, and... Whew. Oh, I do love Flatline, too. That's one of my other favorite co-ops. And Mysterium. So, all those are probably my top 3-ish co-ops that I really like. I haven't played Mansions of Madness in a very long time. I didn't play it all last year. But that one... is awesome also. So I really should play that. Get that played. It's so hard to play everything. I play it all, but I don't play it all. So Ron doesn't like Trajan, so that goes unplayed for like a year, and I'm like, I really want to play Trajan, and then I play it, I'm like, this game is amazing! Why don't we play it? And yeah, he doesn't like it, so I have to like try to get it played at game days. Spirit Island totally fell flat for me. I really had a bad time with that. So Spirit Island, we played 4 players. 3 of us were learning. One of us, who was teaching, Adam, he knew the rules so well. I think he played solo version like 15 times or something crazy, like a lot. So he knew the rules very well. He taught it amazingly. Kim and Joel had an amazing time, and I'm sitting here like, oh my god, is this game over? It was 3.5 hours, I think. For me, the mechanics were good, everything that was happening was good, it just needed to be 90 minutes. And then I would have enjoyed that game a lot more. Well, I love Seasons. Seasons is another in my top 10. I love Seasons. I'm actually not so bad at Seasons. Ron and I know those cards really well. Really well. So nobody wants to play with us. At least Riley doesn't want to play with us. So, yeah, Seasons, you can, if you don't know Seasons, you can play on Board Game Arena. You can learn and get your ass handed to you like you would being a noob. Because you really need to learn different combos that can happen. And you won't learn those combos until somebody does them to you and you're like, I didn't even think of that. That's how I learned my combos. And so, you just have to learn by playing, and much like many games. Oh, BGA is awesome. I used to play so much on there. I played everything on there at one point. I don't even know what's on there now. I haven't been there. I used to play there and Hodge-Podge. That's where I got my Gengopolis fix. I had 40 games going at one time. Like, I highly addicted. So I kind of mastered Gengopolis there. So I'm okay at Gengopolis now, but I was really good then. I think I was ranked in the top 5 for the longest time. So yeah, I think I got 1,000 games logged on there for Gengopolis. And about 600 for Castles of Burgundy. So I think I kind of got, like a little tired with Castles of Burgundy. But having stopped Hodge-Podge actually kind of helped regain some, freshness with Castles of Burgundy. So every time I've been playing Castles of Burgundy has been really good. Because it's like, oh, I love this game. I forgot. How did I not remember this? Yeah, I used to play a lot on Hodge-Podge. Why? I'm no longer good at those games. You could play Gengopolis with me. I love Gengopolis. I've actually kind of been playing it more recently, because I found some friends who actually really like it, so we've kind of always end the night with that. If Joe shows up. Oh, you gotta play Castle of Burgundy. You're gonna freaking love it! It's so good! That was, one of my, early games. So I have, this, I got into gaming, and I bought Seven Wonders. And Ron and I played that game so much. We used the back and front of all of the score sheets, every space available. And then I went to Barnes & Noble one day. I'm like, oh, they've got games here. Which one should I buy? Should I buy Fresno or Civ? And because Ron, likes the PC game, he ended up saying, oh, you should probably get Civ. It's probably not that hard, So Civ was really the second game in my collection. And we played, so the first game was a total nightmare. It was a total nightmare. But we stuck through, we played, and we love it. So this is one game that will always be. It's in my top 10 still. It's so good. I thought it would forever be number 1. But because it's a pain to teach and try and play, Civ, it can be a pain. But it's still in the top 10, so. Have I played it solo? I wonder which one. Which one solo? I think I missed that. Notre Dame. I had it in my collection. I like the game. It's good. I would play it again. Not my favorite Feld. My favorite Feld is actually Luna, which is behind me right there. Right up there. Luna. So the planning in Luna is just awesome. It's so awesome. Castle of Burgundy, Oh, it looks like I get a time cap for Instagram. It's saying 20 seconds remaining. I overstayed my welcome on Instagram. Alright, I'm gonna get kicked off then. I wonder, I don't know. Oh, it's gonna go. I love Trajan too, but I never get to play.